Hello, happy 1st of March to you of 2021. Dr. Dana here. Now on Saturday, I came on and I cooked buttermilk biscuits. Not sure if you saw that. I showed how I make those, and as far as I know, there were 3 people who had success with biscuits for the first time with my demonstration, and that made me very happy because I just kind of did that spur of the moment. So I thought I would show you how to make cornbread. So now I do want to give a disclaimer that this is not being recommended to you as a doctor. So I mean, everything in moderation, right? Okay, in moderation. So just keep that in mind. But I'm going to show you how to make cornbread. Now, this is actually my own personal cornbread recipe. I had tried to make cornbread many times and never did turn out just like I liked it. So this is my recipe. It's one I like, and you might not like it. That's fine. Maybe you like your cornbread different. So I'm going to show you how to make cornbread. Y'all ready? Okay. So first of all, one thing different than the biscuits, you start with a hot oven, and I'm going to show you how the oven light on. I have my pan. It's an iron skillet, and it's already in the oven. I'm trying not to be too. So I've got it. Let me see. Can you see it? And so what you do is you put a big spoon of Crisco, or you want vegetable shortening. You want pure 100% vegetable shortening. I have it in the oven, in the iron skillet. It's a 10-inch iron skillet, and it's melting. I've got the oven set to 450. Yes, 450. And I put that in the cold oven to let it heat up. Okay, now let's get started. So first of all, mixing bowl. Now I'm going to mix together 1 1/4 cups of cornmeal. I'm on the camera. Is it okay? You need me to stir it? Sorry. Okay, 1 1/4 cup cornmeal. A cup of flour. One tablespoon of baking powder. This actually is a little bit more difficult than the biscuits. A tablespoon. I should have had a knife, but I didn't get one to level, so I'm kind of eyeballing it. For best results, you should be leveling it. And 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda. Yes, we need soda and baking powder. This is not using any self-rising flour. That was all-purpose flour. So 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Now, here we go. 4 tablespoons of sugar. Yes, sugar. White sugar. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you might can use Splenda. I haven't tried that with this. But sugar is important to help things rise. So, salt. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Okay, now that's my dry ingredients. So now I'm going to mix those up. And I use this mixing bowl. I love this one, and you're going to see why. You can pour from it. This is actually an old pampered shelf. I I don't know if they still make them. I don't sell Pampered Chef, but this is from Pampered Chef. So I've just got that stirred up, all my dry ingredients. Now, I'm going to cut in my shortening. You remember the other day how we cut in shortening? We're doing the same thing again. And this is about a fourth of shortening. I tell you what, I'm going to measure it this time. It's just a big spoon of it. Let's see, here's my fourth of cup. Let's just see. Yep. It's about a fourth of cup. I guess you learn these measurements over time. Okay, now, remember that pastry cutter? I'm going to use that again from my grandma. I love that thing. Where did I put it? I left it over here. Okay. I got to stir the vegetable soup. Just a second. Now, it was 80 degrees here, and it went and got cold again today. So I'm cutting this in. You remember the pastry cutter? It's got all these little sharp knives, and I'm just pushing down with this, making crumbly. Hello. There's Jody. He doesn't want me to acknowledge him while I'm on camera. I can't believe he came on camera. Y'all have really been graced for him to come on camera.
No autographs, please.
No autographs. So I went to look for me a pastry cutter just so I'd have another one recently. And I couldn't find one like this one that my grandma gave me. So I'm hoping this one will keep lasting. Okay. Now, let me see if I can show you how this looks. Can you see? It's just like little pea-sized bits of the shortening in there. Now, I'm going to 1 egg. You shouldn't crack your egg straight into your mix. But I did. Okay. You have to wash your hands after filling with an egg. Okay. Now stir that up. And this is not, it's just going to get things moist, but it's not going to be quite ready to pour. It's going to be even more crumbly than it was. This is how it looks after the eggs crumbled in, if you can see. Okay, now I'm going to add my buttermilk. 2 cups of buttermilk. Shake up my buttermilk. Again, you want to use a full fat buttermilk. Don't try to use a low fat. If that's all you got, it's all you got, but it just does not turn out as good. And you want 2 cups of buttermilk. This is the Bulgarian old style recipe buttermilk, and it tastes better than these recipes. Just stir this up. Okay, when you get that mixed up, now we're ready for the magic. Okay, This is how it looks when it's mixed up. Show you the consistency of it. Okay. Now, now you want to take your hot grease. Let me see how I can do this so you can see it. Can you see that pan? I'm going to pour this mix right into that pan, and it's going to sizzle. Be careful not to burn yourself, because I have burned myself doing this. Yeah. Can you see? It's sizzling. What it's doing is frying that crust, basically. It's going to be delicious. Huh. Jody says yes. Okay. Now, I'm just going to shake the pan a little bit just to get it even. And I'm going to shut it. 17 minutes in a 450-degree oven, and it's going to be delicious, and I'll show you the finished product. Okay. Let's see. I thought maybe I could see comments, but I can't. See if anybody had any questions. Well, if y'all have questions, you can post them, and if you want my recipe, I'll be glad to give it to you. Okay, y'all have a good night. Happy eats.